Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gather in strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Yeah.
The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will get the first swing of the game.
Oh, shit.
And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built. He's got such vision. He's got it all.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and he does a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times.
Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, he was there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Finally brought down at the 30. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level. He's got speed.
Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Come
Into the end
on.
zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones. Follow
Did y'all sleep today, D-Line? What the fuck?
line will take you to the Hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
Has to be a little bit more balance. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
See you later. What do you do?
The give to the tailback. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Hey, I ain't say go nowhere with it.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring
You gotta get on your horse.
play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get
Got
lathered.
brake truck still in the shop, ain't it?
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Cap, running cap,
But already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Spit on. You spit on. Everybody tell you to come in here trying to mess with me.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Iowa State setting the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one. Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, he leads him with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Looking for the score.
Let's go.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Oh, my God. Everly's so slow.
Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown,
Get it done.
Oregon. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. The extra point is good. That ties the game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Set to kick this one away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put up.
Hey, that's a live ball.
Ooh, let's
now
go.
the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Oh, here it is, Everly. Keep being in the right place at the right time.
And the defense did. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys.
Now we playing Oregon football.
ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort. Scoop that thing up. Now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Oh, no.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it.
Let's go, Thompson.
To attack the whole field, and the middle of the field and beat up.
Oh, my God.
Linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but to show that defense, you will attack everywhere.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That's caught. It's Whitaker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And
come on, bro. Why did you do that?
There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, we just take the points off the board here. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. It's Horn. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The play action fake. Scrambling away. They make the stop. What a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big chance.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll keep it on the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll try the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run. Now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. The give on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to find his man on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side.
Oh, wow.
He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot.
They showed try.
Wrap up the half.
I got to see
At the end of the
that
second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first two quarters of football in Ames. And, you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. using his feet. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Iowa State sending the offense back out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics will go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this is secondary. This defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And the offense continues to run the football. Second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paid the ball and continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up. Take it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll give it to him again. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Ducks are flying down the field. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of
that's a
attack.
wall.
It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Finds a crease at the 20.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 11 over Bowling Green. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good timing on the quick out.
Hold it, Ralph.
Speed at the 45. Oh, look out. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. Makes the catch.
Damn it.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride, with
Yeah,
ability
State.
up front, and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Y'all said y'all coming
He'll
in
start
with
the return
physical,
inside
but
his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the They'll
put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
At the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback will audible.
That's enough.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3.
Yeah, we're supposed to go outside.
But this defense is taking some punches. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whitaker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
There you go. There you go.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Near the sticks, it's Horn. Good job running that route to get past the sticks.
I want to make a dive and effort.
Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Horn.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer.
Oh!
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? And we want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Yep, get back down in the box.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that. But
the
go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He's bringing it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives.
76, somebody to block.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on second down. A strike downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
This nigga fell short. This nigga fell short. Oh. I thought I was way close. Well, no wonder he fell short. But that still ain't bad. That's what, the 5-6. So you started at the 6. So he got a 5-yard range. It looked different from this view. It looked different from this view. Hell no. You see what I'm saying? When I hit right here, I thought I could make it. I guess my eyes deceived me. Holy shit.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the
Come on, give me the football. He ain't had it. Protect me.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fires left. He's got it. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens when that DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's an easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Feeling some heat.
Oh, how did they let him get that off?
He took a
Stop playing.
Deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got
DB,
to have great
not
pass
get
protection if you're going to come back
please.
and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2 minutes.
You gonna miss your boogie?
We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game.
There we go.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30.
Oh.
He's at the 10.
You ain't the number one in the division no more, Iowa State.
Oregon.
There's a new sheriff in town.
And it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound.
Might not can't make the playoff because of the overall record, but maybe just maybe they consider the Pac-12 one of the
Defensively, do something about it.
top conferences, and maybe, just maybe, I can get a Pac-12
Looking
championship
back on it, this game probably falls
and an invite
precisely
to the
into the
playoffs that way.
definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely,
Here
David.
goes that.
That's why you play the games. This team
Yeah,
knew
cool.
they had to come out. They were
That's
going to
cool
have to
and
put their
wolf.
best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that.
But
They're
it-
talented. They're
but I got the
obviously
conference,
motivated.
though. I only got one loss in the
They follow this up
conference.
in their next game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our
And we just need to keep beating ranked teams. Uh-oh. Oh, Pac-12, SMU. Let's look at the Oregon. Bam! Told you. New sheriff in town. Yep. And I beat Arizona State as well, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, I beat Arizona State. And I just beat Vincent. So, yeah, if I can happen to just, I mean, these last three, they all Pac-12. We should be good. Who you got, guys? Oops. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All right. Let me get over here to my Arkansas game.